All right, let's go to the WoW screen, where we're on the other side. There's a lot of shit people have gifted me for the memes loan. I embrace it. If somebody wants to gift me a hentai game or heckin' whatever, I'll take it. You can just toss it in there. All right, so Skin and Herbs is our current character. Flap Flap, deep in the grind. Did he get a G invite? You don't have permission to do that. Come on, where's Forrest? Where's Forrest at? Tool Chest. Officer Tool Chest. Flap Flap needs a G invite. So the main purpose of this character is to get crafting materials for my other character. And we just trained too. There he is. Uh-oh. Hold on. Is my camera not blocking chat? Uh-oh. Oh, you guys can see J Tuesday. That's trouble. Let's fix that. We'll block him out like the sun. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's everywhere. The chat is everywhere. Let's get that covered. You never trust what people are going to say in this general chat. All right, we're off. Jay, whose day? It's a fantastic question. Bingus successfully streamed. You just fucking drop it in. Well, like I said, so this is just kind of a side character, but I do need to get it high enough to be able to get medium leathers and hopefully herbs. So we got trolls. Got a couple runes to get on it. Hunter is not always the most exciting character to play. Do we have a Tabard yet? No, they cost money. My goal right now is to save up money and get my shit together so I can buy us shadow potions for tomorrow, because they're like 50 silver each, and if that'll help for that second to last fight, I'd be more than willing to buy them for people if I can. Anything to get that guild across the finish line. Suppose that's one way to block stream snipers. What do you mean? Like, for chat? It's like, if you notice, pretty much every WoW streamer that has any sort of population covers their chat, because people will fucking whisper them all sorts of fucky shit just to try and get them in trouble. It's the unfortunate nature of people on the internet. Is that guild coming again? I don't think so. No, we'll try to, so we have one healer. And Flap Flap is 8. So he has about 12 hours. No, 24 hours. No, 12 hours to hit max level if he wants to come with us. Could he do it? Maybe. Does that sound crazed? Abso-fucking-lutely. It's a lot of levels to get in a very short amount of time. How you know who I am? Well, I have you on BNet. It ain't happened. Yeah, I know. That's a very long time. I should just be killing things anyway. My sound's not on. Let's get those on. So, the joy of playing a hunter pre-10 is you do not get a pet. Your pet comes in after that. So, stream snipes is people that snipe a person because of their stream. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, people, once the PvP zones come out, people could do that. Yes, hello, Diaper Baby, aka Old Mate Watson. So, alright, just get those skins. This is what we're here for. Get those skins. We'll have to kill some of these guys later. Also, I'm pretty sure somewhere down in this general area is one of my next runes, too. Oh, baby, look at all those shots. I should make a macro that puts Hunter's Mark on anything I'm attacking. Pet of choice. Well, right now, I think the Scorpion, unless it's been hotfixed, is the best. Supposedly, the Beast Mastery runes can increase the damage of your pet's special ability. And when you get 5 stacks of poison, it got nerfed, okay. Well, when you got 5 stacks of poison, you could boost the hell out of it, and it would just tear shit up. But Scorpion's always been good. Scorpion was really good for PvP as well, because you could put your poisons masked underneath of it. So like in Burning Crusade, you would use a Scorpion in PvP, so you could get one of your poisons up and then shoot your mana drain on a healer and then toss another poison up, and that way they have to get rid of 2 stacks before they can get rid of your first one. Yeah, at level 40, hunters can wear mail, Dignan, but not right now. So on the next one, we'll get mail for hunters and shaman, and plate for warriors and paladins. What the hell is this? Not classic. So this right here, Flap Flap, is probably one of the coolest things they've added, more so than the runes. So these are for rep, and right now the rep really only gives you your, well, each class has one rune from this rep, and I'm sure there'll be another rune in the next tier and another rune in the next tier. What's really awesome about this, you have to turn a shitload of these in. This is what I grinded on stream last Saturday or whatever. And the reason this is neat is because this is a way for them to take reagents or armors that get crafted and take them out of the economy. So in order to turn in one of these, you need 20 copper bars, and that just takes 20 copper right out of the economy. Think they'll add rune slots in the next tier? I saw what you said, yeah, I'm not sure what to expect. Oh, yeah, we have to kill this guy too. Cool, he's actually up now. Hope you're taking mining and enchanting. No, we're doing what the name says. This character exists so he can skin leather for my leather worker and let's get shots in, and also get me herbs for potions for raids. And hopefully we can kill this elite. But yeah, Flap Flap, you'll see people shouting in trade chat like crazy for crafts now. It's really cool. For instance, you might need 3 bronze helmets for one. So, oh, there's explosive shot. We OP now. You'll see people, or you'll have to go find a crafter to do that. Take the ore and all the other components out. It's neat. I really like it. Yeah. Fuck Chimera shot. It's all about the explosive shot. Easy mode shooting. Gonna put that on. There you go. Is anyone enchanting? Tool chest should be enchanting. Explosive shot was ridiculously broken at first random. It's why all the hunters got to cap level first. Shit. Alright, let's drop this. I want to skin this pig. Yeah, after nerf it might be map, but pre-pet, I think it'll still be good. Pre-pet, if it works like it used to, you can kind of just kite with it. So that way I don't have to stop. And there's the Rustling Bush, which is one of our other runes. That reveals a poacher. And we pull. Yeah, well, if you have a pet, Beast Mastery will definitely replace it. Oh god, explosive shot's an AoE now. And it does not hit hard, you're right. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know it was an AoE. Alright, you're right, it's not great. Is it better than Chimera shot? Maybe. This dude's definitely gonna ice me. If he doesn't, his boy will. But I need the rune. Give me the runes. Yeah, it is. I can see that almost immediately. I didn't know what the damage would look like on it, but I know it was broken before. How could it not be an AoE? That's just how it was before. But you're right, it's stupid that it wasn't. In Wrath of the Lich King, when they added it, it was just a dot that ticked 3 times. And it was obscenely broken then, too. I played it in the PTR, the Public Test Realm. And for some reason, they just pushed it through. Like, you could solo elites in, like, 2 or 3 shots, 2 or 3 applications of it. Let's see here. Learn rune. And they left it in as is, because Blizzard never tests anything. They're awful at balancing their games. I don't even have a chest. Holy fuck. There is no hardcore. Hardcore is just the standard game. Now, if people wanted to see a hardcore character playthrough, that's... I don't know. I think if people genuinely wanted to see it, it would probably be fun to do. What's up, Pathy? Boy, have you missed out on a crazy day. Crazy couple of days. Shitty Sega games galore. We tried playing Cyberpunk. It crashed my computer 3 times in a row, and now here we are, trying to relax for the rest of the night. Maybe get some tasks done that I'm supposed to have done for raid tomorrow. What's the scoop? There you have it. Scoop applied. So I like to run and jump and just wait out my ranged attacks because you have a minimum attack range on hunters in Classic. So you can't shoot from point blank. And your auto attack is not very good. To farm those soul stones? I ain't no warlock. BFD every 3 days? Yeah, that's right, Flap Flap. It's like the old ZG lockout timers. You really like dwarfs? Yes. Dwarfs are pretty underplayed. I enjoy stone form for tanking especially, but also PvP on most characters. Stone form will cleanse poisons and diseases. Just drag that down here. And bleeds. So if a rogue jumps on you and you get crippling poison, you just take it right off. I also need to be skinning. You make a dwarf, but couldn't deny the weapon skill bonus for leveling. It's not just for leveling. Human is by far the best melee character on Alliance. In fact, in the game. The weapon skills give you effectively like, I think it's like 2% hit. I'm pretty sure 5 weapon skill against a... So the way weapon skill works is it goes against enemy defense, and everything works in 5s. So at level 60, you have a 300 defense and weapon skill. And enemy raid bosses are 63. They're considered 63, so it's 315. So by having 5 more, those two things are compared. You have 305 versus their 315. And the first 5 difference that you get is 2%. I think the next 5 is like 1%. And then it's like 0.5% or something. All the best weapons are almost always maces and swords. Very rarely is it an axe in Classic. Yeah, that's mostly true. Yeah, I'm just so distracted, Dignan. Plus, these guys just leaving me freebies out here. I'm going to go Holy. Yeah, that's true. If you're healing, it doesn't matter. Flap, flap. That's fine. Yeah, and you get Human Spirit as human as well, which gives you some spirit. If I remember, I didn't play a healer, but the way I believe mana works in this is there's MP5, mana per 5 seconds, which is a stat that'll give you regen in combat. But I believe out-of-combat regeneration is if you wait 5 seconds or longer, even if you're technically in combat, and that will activate your out-of-combat regen. So Spirit will boost that up. This guy didn't loot his boar because he's an asshole. So yeah, I mean, Human is the Paladin, probably. I don't know why you would roll a Dwarf Paladin. Other than just to be a Dwarf. Just to be a badass. See, Toki Feast. He's like a mantis. Oh, I like that. Call me Mantis. Mantis Toboggan. Aesthetic? Sure. And that's totally reasonable. The only aesthetic I can't abide by is if you're priest and not a dwarf. Sorry, guys. Fear Word, absolutely amazing. That's the dwarf priest specialty, because for some reason priests all get a special little thing. And Fear Word is actually game-breaking. Dwarf Ballet's nice because stone form. I mean, like I said, I like stone form for PvP, but as a paladin, let's see. As a paladin, I think you can cleanse poison. You've got your bubble. You can bop out of bleeds. It's not as huge. But it's still probably better than anything human gets for PvP. Now, this quest is not particularly interesting either. We just have to kill a bunch of wildlife. And amazingly, there's still so many people out here. Valleys also get Cure Fear. It's not so much the curing of the fear that makes it good, Micers. It's when you're fighting a raid boss and the entire raid gets AoE feared. You don't want the tank getting feared on Nefarian, for instance, because you'll turn the boss and he might breathe and kill the whole raid. You notice that buff that gives you 50% more XP? That probably rested because I logged out at the end. But no, I didn't really notice it. I'm just kind of chatting and killing things. So every man for himself. I think that was actually BC, if I'm not mistaken, when humans get trinket. Did you finish all your Christmas shopping? I didn't have a lot, but yeah, it's done. It's up top. Up top. Is it still there? Whatever it is you're speaking of? Other than rested, I'm not sure what I would get bonus for. In fact, I guess I don't even have to stop to shoot if I don't want to. Boars can catch up anyway. It's alright, we just need 2.5 more levels, and then there will be no more running from enemies. An SOD Paladin gets a 2-minute buff that cures fear every few seconds. Really? What? That's one of the runes? Wow, that's wild. So, well, okay, that's probably... You know what that is? Is that supposed to make up for Tremor Totem for the Horde? Because Tremor Totem's their answer to Fear Word. But it's also not as good because, again, like, those 2 seconds could be all it takes to turn Nefarian and have him melee cleave down all the rogues. How do you get 4 more spaces? In your bags? You just have to equip little bags. So I need 2 more slots. We're going up in smoke here. It's over. It's over, boys. The boar was too much. This is a walk I'm all too familiar with. Your 20-minute Cyberpunk streaming gave me pants to claim through Twitch. Hey, you're welcome. Alright, that was a gift from me to you. In your main bag. Do you not have this many? Oh, if you don't have this many, if you're missing, there might be an authenticator that you can add. I forget if I added authenticator or not. But I believe in actual Classic they had that. So in Season they probably would too. It's been so long since I've thought about it though. So I might be mixing something up. But yeah, if you add like a mobile authenticator, which I think they're getting rid of anyway, they gave you some bags. It's like a new thing that a lot of games do is they try to get you to two-step authenticate. Just so you don't get your shit hacked. I have an authenticator. You should be golden then. They aren't getting rid of it, just moving it all under one app. Gotcha, okay. I'm trying to think if I even have it. Who's gonna hack little old me? That's what everybody says, man. Then you wake up and your account's gone. Somebody's taken all of the gear and they've stripped it. Battery's about dead. Yeah, you got one of the classic ones then, huh? Not one of the apps. So in SOD, what makes mage healing? I thought I read that somewhere. You get runes, right? So like I have Master Marksman, Chimera, and Explosive. Mage has one that they can put a buff on friendly targets that a percentage of their arcane damage done, specifically arcane, heals the target. And then they also have another interesting one that when you cast it on somebody, after 5 seconds, their health goes back to that point. So if you start a fight and someone's at full health and there's like a big breath attack coming, you can cast it ahead of time. Remember my account getting hacked on the original Burning Crusade. I changed the password. I think I saved most of my stuff. I had to wait for an hour for Blizzard customer service before they restored it. Hour is pretty quick. I've had instances in the past where I have to wait like a week to hear back from them. In fact, I put a ticket in, I think at the start of Season Discovery, which is what, a week and a couple days, like 11 days ago, let's say. And I just heard back from them. I don't even remember what the ticket was now. My WoW account did get hijacked in 2010 by some Java exploit at the time. Never even knew I got hit. It's a common thing. A lot of these MMOs do it, like I said. Like RuneScape, I know, does it. RuneScape has a whole dungeon that they make you do that has doors that ask you questions. And the questions are like, will a Jagex employee ever ask you for your password? Or is it okay to give anyone your password? And one of them's like, only Jagex employees. I can share it with a friend.
Too far away. Charging.
It's so silly, but I guess for somebody who's never played an MMO, maybe they need it reinforced. Ex-friend installed Curse from a questionable website. Oh, damn, that sucks. Yeah, CurseForge is pretty great right now. Get one wrong. Permabanned. Wrong! You're wrong! That's not the answer. This quest is cramping my style. I'm gonna have to go find where this cave is. I think it's over here. Or maybe it's this one down here. Shoot. That's the Grizzled Den. Great Bear... No. I saw a cave over here when I was exploring on the last character. Are you pointing one way and shooting a different? Well, you run, and you shoot, and then you turn. right? And you run, and if you stand in place for a second, I know the shot will go off, but there's just a little latency while it verifies that that's what happened. That time it was too close, unfortunately.
Charging.
But yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with the latency.
Can't start yet.
Alright, we want our cave up here. Hopefully once I get this rune, I no longer have to deal with the meat dropping on every enemy. What a nuisance. RuneScape taught me some hard lessons as a kid. I bet it did. I do think there's merit to MMOs. I know they're insanely addictive and filled with toxic people. And, you know, you can burn a lot of time and get very little good out of it. But I think the same can be true for life. And I think you can kind of play through like another real-life character in games and emulate what it's like to be somebody else and learn that way. RuneScape was poor man's EverQuest. It was, and it's funny because I always looked at it that way too. And then I played RuneScape Mobile and realized that game kicked ass still. Totally kicked ass. It's bait. The bait has been placed. Oh, shit. We screwed the camera. I'm gonna die. I'm fucked. Oh, no. Put an aspect of the monkey, you fool. And stone form. We need stone form. He's freezing me and shit. Yeah, this is Pound Town. Position me. We're going to try and get away from it so we can at least get a shot up. Fuck. Alright, running is the only answer. Stop auto-attacking it, you fool. I think we should drop... Oh, he lagged a little bit. Now we can kill. Shit. No, now I am dead. He's caught up to me. The hill doomed me. Hey, welcome back, Ghost. Fred and I used to do LAN parties and go questing in RuneScape together, order pizza, cola, play. That sounds so much fun. I really wanted to get more people into RuneScape when I played, but I found RuneScape was not very conducive to play across the internet with other humans. Like, in old school RuneScape, I got Sark, Funk, and two other people, I don't remember who it was, to come play with us. And I would make a chat channel, and the chat channel would go away if everybody went offline. So, like, I just wanted a little guild chat that I could keep, since there was no friends list at the time. Not that I was aware of anyway, just to keep a nice little chat going between all of us. But it didn't allow for that. And otherwise, it is a pretty solo game. Cyberpunk crashed every 10 minutes, 3 times in a row. It crashed my computer with it, Vane. Very unfortunate. Would have been hard-pressed to play RuneScape. Why is that? Because of the solo aspect? No, you like the solo aspect. Yeah, playing in a room together with someone would be fun. I mean, we did that with WoW. We wouldn't even be playing together. Like, at one point, 2 of us were on Alliance and 4 were on Horde. I wish you would play WoW, Vane. Liratov, why don't you and Vane go play Classic Wrath with Dignan? Come on now. You had to hard reset your PC? Yes. So the game was still running, but mouse, keyboard, and input from my headset were gone. Very frustrating. Yeah, I think all the classics have WoW tokens. I don't mind the WoW token. I think, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good way for people to make money in the game and save real-life money. I know it's a little pay-to-win for the other side of it, but it's not the worst evil. I just wish these games had more ways to take money out of the economy. Like, same with EverQuest. I've heard from both you and Addy, and another friend of mine who plays a lot, that, and Teen Palpatine, as a matter of fact, that after, like, the first couple months, the servers just get so bloated. I know Final Fantasy had a mechanic where before you go into the raid, I forget exactly what the raid is, but the group had to pay 1 million gil combined. And that just takes 1 million gil out every week from each group doing it. Which is kind of steep, but it also gives you reason to pull assets together. Yeah, different dynamics? Okay. Maybe you lose a percent of your gold on death? Oh, God. I mean, maybe. I don't think I like that idea, but there's ways to make it work, I guess, like with banks. Gold sink to... You have to. So with MMOs, there's two things. There's gold sinks and there's gold faucets. So faucets are your daily quests, things that you vendor. I guess that's it. Quests and vendor are usually the main ways you bring money in. I can't think of anything else. Yeah, this is a new dwarf. My other character only needs the raid. So I figured I would level a character to skin, because in this version of the game, they have some patterns for any profession. So like for me, leatherworker, that gives you an epic version of one of the items. And it's usually best in slot. So items with charges that you can recharge, but it's very expensive. And EverQuest has skills too. I know that. And playing on controller is doable now on WoW, so it's something I could do. There you go. Come on in, Vane. The water's fine. If you played WoW, you could play with cool streamer Toki and known Toki flunky micers. Alright, let's try this again without meleeing him. I don't know how you could play on a controller. It'd be a little tough, but it's doable. Probably easier on some classes than others, but you could definitely do it. I used to say that about 14 too, but people have gotten pretty good with it. There we go. The rune of flanking. We have, what, 6 people of a 10-man right now? Well, me, Tool Chest, Mikers's friend Ezekiel, but he's out of town right now. So it's 4, plus Hobo is 5, plus you is 6. Let's see, who else is in here? Random's 19. I don't know what his goals or ambitions are. Let's see. Stinkfest is Sir Magnum, I think? Sweet Kisses is a friend of mine, but I don't think he intends to play with us. He just kind of joined. I don't know what Peter's doing. Alright, let's get this meat out of here now. It says it auctions for 44 silver, but I doubt that sells. It drops all over out here. Probably hit 25 with the Hunter before Rogue. Rogue is rough. Yes, it is. Yeah, I learned that this time. And the runes are rough, too. Like, they made all the good runes require... Like, they made the tanking runes require all the worst shit, because they knew people would want that. The DPS ones aren't so bad. I think when I take leatherworking, I'll be able to do these rune scraps into light leather. I think that's a thing we can do. I figured if I get myself up to medium leather, though, I can pretty much cover all the expenses for getting this new glove armor, and then tomorrow I can get them from BFD. Getting smacked for 10% by the mobs at the same level is ridiculous. Yeah, I found the stun rune and the gun rune were really helpful for that, because you can kind of kite. But you can't really 1v1 anything. Once you have the tank runes, if you go tank, I found that I can solo, and I've got amazing gear too, so that probably helps. But I can solo mobs I can do 5 levels over. 6 levels is really dicey. You start to miss so much at a certain point. Even with 5 extra hit. New craft is great. Bind on pickup. It is, yep. I have no idea what that is, DOS. I need to find myself a damn leather chest. And it's pretty easy, but SOD Rogue feels like classic warrior. Fight one mob, eat. It's so funny, because if you know what you're doing on a warrior, you don't have to have it that rough. But warrior is actually a little more complicated. If you want to be able to effectively solo on warrior, you need a hamstring kite between your auto attacks, which is kind of annoying. Or you can level prot, which is what I did, and you make your block and revenge stuns just rip through enemies. I really enjoyed my time leveling prot, truthfully. It was, nobody wanted to fuck with you in PvP because you had a ton of health. Like, they'd open on you and then say, oh, this is a waste of time. Soloing mobs, your level was easy. You couldn't really kill anything higher than you, so that was a problem. You just didn't do any damage to it. Level prot? Yeah, it's really not that bad. I think Fury is a trap. Fury is a new player trap. Because even once you hit 41 and you get Blood Fury, it just doesn't sustain you. But two-hand Mortal Strike, very effective for killing mobs, as long as you keep up with your weapon. And you can hamstring kites, you can get an auto-attack Mortal Strike when your timers are up. That's the best way to do it. But, like, when you put that next to a hunter, where at level 10, I'm literally just going to sick my pet on something and sit here and veg out. Melee is such a huge disadvantage. Oh, baby. I don't know who's come through this place and killed all this shit, but God bless their hearts. This is all loot for me. The Yeti Cave was not quite as blessed as it was when we went through there on the last character. There were so many dead Yetis there just waiting to give up their sweet, sweet meats. Oh, yeah. Sweet, sweet meats. A lot of the zones are still just corpses, even a week in. Yeah, well, people are going to be leveling ults now. It's not quite as insane, but they're probably also condensing layers. There's no shortage of players. Did you want the sniper rune? Which one's the sniper rune? The one where you stand still? Honestly, I just want the Beastmaster shit, although I suspect that's going to be a little further in. Like, I'm trying to make this character as lazy as possible. I do not wish to engage with the video game. I've already done that once. Yeah, I'd say right now, and this is probably where it'll settle for at least a month. This is the nice portion of playing, where you can do things at your own whim. Yeah, to my knowledge, Yetis are the only humanoids you can't skin. But on the flip side, when you pickpocket them, they don't have anything in their pockets either. Yeah, Random, just let me know what your alt is. Well, I guess, let me know and I'll tell Tool Chest. Because this character's not high enough to invite yet. Yeah, they got their prison pocket. They got that booty hole ready. Either that or they're carrying fanny packs. We've been talking about fanny packs tonight. Oh, Lord, he's flying. Message Toki on an alt, and he got mad at me. I sure did. What is it that you said? Oh, yeah, you were a dwarf priest, and you said, cool guild name. And I was like, oh, this guy thinks we have a cool guild. That's great. So maybe we should see if he wants to join. Just Micers taunting me. Check this out. This is actually a really funny story. So, AKA Abs in chat, when I used to play with him in OG Classic, made an alt named Toki Feet Pics. So, when we were playing this, Abs joined this chat and was talking in chat, and I got a whisper from a character named Toki Feet Pics. Well, for the last 2 weeks, I have thought that was Abs. I've been referring to it as Abs. It's fucking Hobo. He was just letting me call him Abs. Alright, I am requesting Tool Chest a G-invite. Which is fine. I mean, that's probably better because Abs has another character he's playing as a main. I was like, well, he's not going to be able to heal for us full-time anyway. So Hobo's going to go with us tomorrow. We'll see how that is. $137. Move it up. What's J-Trash even at? Tool Chest might be AFK. J-Trash is 18. He's almost at the big 2-0. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Timmy. We'll hit him with a whale come. Oh, please. I'm never mean to Micers. Lyra, you should have seen how much loot Micers got the other day. He was turning his nose up at Paladin tanking gear while he was tanking because it wasn't good enough for him. And then he ended up getting, what, 2 or 3 other items, too. Okay, boars are done. What else do we need? We need, oh, snow leopards. Enemy spotted. I think I still think the blue chest would have been worth considering, just for particular situations. Like, as a tank, you generally have a couple different items for different situations. And for tanking bosses, I think that probably still would have been better. The extra armor is a little bit of mitigation, plus extra HP to soak. AoE, the proc, though, on your other armor is absolutely better. Oh, boy. Yeah, Hunter's not great in the melee. Yeah, I know, but Paladin's just kind of squishy. Abs was pointing that out, too. Like, I noticed how much faster you drop than my rogue does. Don't think we have to kill these yet. It's more rogues are bro. Here we go. Worst tank in the game is broken. Mr. Out-threats the rogue on single target anyway. Some food. I'll be alright. You gotta live on the edge, Dig Man. Plus, I'm super broke. Yeah, I'd be curious to try a couple other tanks, too. You dodge or parry like 40 to 50% of hits? Yeah. Yeah, it's 50 plus. But, like, that's how you mitigate. I mean, I don't know what my base damage reduction is, but if you have a lot of armor, you can have a ton of base damage reduction, too. I mean, God forbid you don't keep your buff up. Like, almost... Well, no, it's not true. I'd say more than half my time is spent just managing trying to keep my defensive buff up. Yeah, you get 20%, but, again, look at what your armor does versus the rogue armor. You can highlight and see. So this thing has 11%. You probably have like 40 to 50% from plate, or from mail even at this level, especially if you stack it and get enchants. There's usually a threshold. It's like it's got like a U-curve where it's weaker at the bottom, and then there reaches kind of this like threshold, maybe 60, 70% through it where it's not worth getting anymore. Unless you're a druid, because that's all you had. Damn. Is it skunks or you got potheads in the area, Retsuo? I could never tell the difference. They smell really similar to me. Very skunky. 40. There you go. So I dodge half the attacks. You mitigate half the attacks. I bet you could get it up over 60% pretty easily if you went for armor items at enchants. I forget how it works, though, in the formula. If it takes away that damage, then applies block, or vice versa. I want to say block is taken off before defense, which is kind of cruddy. I'm sorry, defensive reduction. So why PvP server? I don't care to play on PvE servers, flap flap. There's so many fun things that happen on PvP servers, and I'm not talking about getting camped for hours. Like, prime example in my head here. Once you get to level 60, there's always one or two rogues that team up and just hang out in Blackrock Mountains. They're always trying to do some kind of shenanigans. Or like some priest rogue where they fucking sap you and they try and mind control you off a ledge. And it sucks. But then it leads to some event where you and your friends come and run them off, and then they get friends. It's fucking amazing. That sounds like convenience to me. And you know, if you don't want to have to worry about PvP ever, that's totally cool. I know that's not everyone's game. I've always loved PvP. Like, I did tons of arena in Burning Crusade, and at the start of Wrath, I did the first season, 2 seasons in Wrath. There's the old Crossroads ganking. There was PvP like crazy in Ratchet, too, which is ridiculous. Speaking of Barons. Get frustrated that people would ruin my efficient gameplay. Yeah, so that could be you. Honestly, I find I find the instanced PvP to be much less enjoyable. I mean, I did tons and tons of arena and battlegrounds. So I think after a point, the repetition just kind of drove me nuts. I don't know if we can solo these. We got our level. There needs to be risk to make the victories worthwhile. Yeah, and the risks are the defeats too. Big old ding. My ult is on a PvE, and we are Horde, and there's just a bunch of allies just taking their times in Barrens. No shit. Fucking kooky, man. Playing AV a million times? Oh, yeah. Well, AV is where hunters thrived in the instances. And I was a really good flag carrier in Warsong. I had a lot of cool little tricks. Extra paths to juke people out. Those are top secret, though. I don't know if I can share them with you guys. I'm trying to think about where we're going to go. I guess we could go to the cave. I'm getting a little full on shit, though. So maybe we go train and turn this in. Don't need people fucking with me and wasting my time. But that's the thing, Flap. Like, if you don't have those fuckeries, you get done so fast. That's what convenience is. It's getting past things quicker. So then you hit cap level and you sit around and you say, well, what do you want to do? I don't know. I've already done everything. To me, it's the story that's being told as you play. All right. I'm pretty sure I'm Toki with 2 Ks, right? I haven't had to look at my name in a while. 2 Ks, okay. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, we'll keep the 7, and we'll vendor that probably. I get a bunch of... Oh, it's not that much. Only a couple light leathers. 2K Sports, get in the game. Challenge everything. All right, send that. Within an hour, he'll have that and can start his leatherworking journey. Just don't like the fact that on PvP service, people have the power to ruin my gameplay. Absolutely understandable. Yeah, I get that. And it'll happen, too. It'll absolutely happen. See if I can think of any good ones. Not you. Surely at some point I've had some nonsense that's happened in PvP. I mean, there's plenty of, like, weird little skirmishes that pop out. Well, it's always a waste of time. But also, if you're having a good time, it's not a waste of time. Which is fun for me. And honestly, I find leveling in this game very relaxing. I genuinely feel like the stress is just melting away when I'm grinding something. That's why I love grinding. The raids can be intense, especially when you're trying to lead them and micromanage people. And people do things like say, "Oh, sorry, can't get in Discord. First time here, by the way. Can you explain all the fights to me in chat and also over voice chat?" Yeah, I mean, camping is the one thing that drives me nuts. Like, if somebody camps, then they're just being a piece of shit. All right, we'll hammer this one back for Dignan. Rhapsody Molt. But most people don't. Most people gank you when they run along, or if they see you again, they'll come for you again. But if you step away, they won't go out of their way to harass you. Like to relax and chill, listen to documentaries, then some rogue comes along and fucks me up. Yeah, I get that. I do get that. Parry, concussive, conch shot's awesome. No raptor strike for me, thank you. I'm cutting back. Alright, so we're gonna drop this back here. I like having conch shot as 2. Conch shot is your kiting ability. It slows them down. But yeah, and there's plenty of things you can do to relax and chill without PvP. Really, like, it wasn't all that interruptive. Even if I was farming, you know, Black Lotus or something, the 1 per, what is it, 1 per hour spawn? I think it's how it worked on Classic. Was it 1 per hour? Maybe there's always 1 up. No, it was based on time. I'm fairly certain. Oh, shoot. If I just sell my junk.
Need assistance?
Come on. Who's got something to buy? There's always a rogue hiding somewhere. In Blackrock Mountain there is. But yeah, that's why I love that. It's like, it's a cliche, but it's totally grown from within the player base. I'll probably turn on some more bars. Keybinds, action bars, boom, 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 boom. When Classic first came out, there was one rare cat I couldn't tame because it was on constant farm. You talking about the Broken Tooth? Was that his name? In Badlands? He's like right here, right? Think so? Yeah, everybody wanted him. And people would be pieces of shit about that because they knew people wanted it, so they'd kill it on cooldown. I knew one guy that just camped it. Like, I would see him out there, and I'd go try to kill him. But he'd come right back if he came back on an ult. And that's just like his weird thing. I don't know why he decided that's what he was going to make his play experience all about. He would stand up on a hill and watch for it. It's weird. It's got ganked in AV. You're in Alterac Valley? Oh, Ashenvale. Jesus Christ. How'd you get to fucking AV? Yeah, that's because Broken Tooth's the best pet in the game in Classic because it's the only pet with a 1.0 attack speed. I forget why that makes it the best. There's a reason, though. It's a shame. There actually used to be a lot of diversity in what the different pets did, and they do have some differences. But, I'm trying to think here. I guess they just had, like, really weird quirks to them. There was this one really neat one who spawned in Duskwood, right around up here at the top, named Lupus, and he was a shadow wolf, and he would do shadow damage as opposed to physical damage, which is always preferable because, I mean, I guess they could block him with shadow resistance, but generally people have armor, and you go through the armor. Mages were always easy to kill. It's a lot easier to kill heavy armor characters. Like the White Cat, and I think Elwyn Forest that has a Transparent. Transparent, the Spectral one? Are we going to stream WoW till 5 again? Probably not. Yeah, I don't know. We'll go for a little bit. Like I said earlier, I just... After playing Sega games and then finding something fun that crashed a bunch, enough was enough for me. That was a breaking point for me. No thank you. I was thinking, okay, well, we could just stop an hour and a half early, but I didn't want Asuka to miss out. They always get here later in the night. You know, can't cut them short. If you're going to play anyways, might as well keep the stream up. It just depends. Like, for me, like I said, I like to relax when I play too. So if I'm just farming something, I do like listening to music or a podcast. I kind of want to get some work done on my game too. I've been doing really good about doing like an hour after stream of that, and then usually 3 hours in the morning. It's kind of nice for me to start the night, or to end the night with it, because I can do some easy tasks and get in order what I want to do in the morning. So that way when I wake up, I have a game plan and I can just jump into it. I found that to be pretty effective.
Welcome.
Alright, there's your damn stinky ale. For some reason I thought that opened another quest, but it might take a few things first. But I think tomorrow we're kind of jumping right in to the raid. Like what? I said 1 o'clock, I think. So I'm going to have to get up at 12:30 or so. So yeah, I guess I probably shouldn't stay up too late tonight. That's going to be weird. I'm hoping it makes it so it's a little easier to find people, though. Oh, so that's just what's with the bush. Okay, there's a trap with meat under it. And I think you can only see the bush if you're a hunter. So that was one of our runes. Alright, so we're going to explore the hold up here. And kill some headhunters. Could now slow the piss out of things. How did you get the tag? Excuse me? Fucking hunter, man. Not the best tagging class. Homunculus. Interesting. Priest always looks interesting. I think if we were going to do a hardcore character, I would probably try Priest. Priest and Warlock are both really, really powerful. They've got a lot of defensive cooldowns, and they've got great sustain.
Can't cast that yet. That spell is ready yet.
With melee, you're generally locked in. You're kind of all in on something.
Charging.
So if things start to go awry, you're screwed. Oh, fuck, and they get homunculus. That's wild. That's fucking wild. What do you got for me? Patchwork pants. Man, I don't need pants. I need a shirt so I can put my rune in. This is ridiculous. Oh, it's Darkshore, called Ghost Saber. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Okay. Got your stuff enchanted. Good. Those enchants do help out. It's like the sum of several small things makes something substantial. Pants are for squares. You know it's hip to be square, though. Do you know what the homunculus was originally made out of it? Human flesh? Was a cloak one that gives 10 to shadow resist. That could be handy for that fight. I got one agi for now, though. Either shit or cum, I'm sure. Is that where your mind goes in this chat, Psycho, immediately? The infamous turd golem. He's what? Was it poop? Or was it cum? No. It was like blood, cum, and some other stuff. What the fuck? Well, I guess they probably view cum as like the fertilizer of life or some shit. Blood makes sense because it's vitae. Oh, shit, don't shoot him. Okay, we're still good. We're good. God damn, I need to get that mana reduction. Yeah, there are a lot here. Now this one's probably gonna kill me. Definitely gonna kill me. The pretend hunter is not a safe pick. Let's let him hit us and then get a little range. The AI takes a second to lock on and do a distance check on you, so if you just wait for the auto attack, then you know you're good. I like the new zoomed in camera. Yeah, I can make it a little bigger too. It's just supposed to fill the chat box there. That way you can't see all of J Tuesday's shenanigans in chat. Specifically targeting him. Alright, fuck this guy. Every time he's got my target. And somehow... Oh, he fainted it on me. What a bastard. Surely you can handle your own mob. You're a big boy priest.
Cast that yet. That spell is ready yet.
Wait for the auto attack and go. Oh, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Crippled it for me. What a hero. All right, I take back my previous assessment that he was a bastard. He's a hero and a saint. That he should be heralded as such. You ran away from his heels. Well, I was kiting. If I got hit again, I was dead. There goes my hero. Watch him as he burns. And they say that a hero can... That's not a bad song. Is that like Pearl Jam or something? Patchwork belt. Not what we needed. That ain't it. I don't know if this guy needs headhunters. I don't want to claim one if he does. He's moving pretty slow. You flipped your cam. The fridge is on the wrong side. Yeah. It looks so much more natural if I'm at least facing the game, though. Like, looking over here, it feels weird. Is that the right way? I can't tell if I'm facing the right way. Yeah, okay, that was the right way. That's not the Foo Fighters. You're crazy. I know the Foo Fighters. I've listened to them before. Oh, didn't get my shot off. It's bunk. So as long as we get one more Chimera shot. Chimera shot refreshes our Serpent Sting dot, so gives us like 50% more DPS. It's fading. The Hunter melee is not impressive. Holy shit, this guy's a parry god. An untold legend. Miss, 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 miss. Did I mention how much missing sucks? You know, the lead singer of Foo Fighters looks an awful lot like the drummer for Nirvana. Coincidence? I think not. Alright, what else we got? These cogs kind of suck. Kind of suck. They're level 10 mobs. How many bullets do we have? Enough. Shimmerweed, cogs, and we got a sneak pass for that quest, and that's it for this area. And we got what? 4 runes. That's all 4. That's a leg one. Your pet deal 100% melee damage. This sounded kind of interesting. When I was looking at this in the talents, it looked kind of like it was a Beastmaster melee build. Alright, well, we might as well try the cogs. Let's see how that goes. It's Cog City. Oh, hello. Oh, more for me? Oh, well, thank you. Skinning is the best profession. Which, unfortunately, is why all the materials end up going for broke. Okay, we gotta watch out. A lot of things to run into here. Can we shoot through the wall? Yes, we can. Watch out for the leopard. Oh, nice. Humanoids. They're cowards. Especially because they're gnomes. Double cogs. Skinning is the janitorial of professions in WoW. Yes, it is. You come in to clean up. Just keep on kiting. This guy's level 10, so I don't want to melee him too much. Decay. Hey, fuck your disease. Right there. Stone form paying off, folks. You'll love to see it. I guess we're going to have to find something fun to play tomorrow. I really would have liked to have gotten into Cyberpunk. That would have been a good time. Maybe we should start up some Might and Magic or something. Is it your processor? No. No, it's not a hardware component. It's something with the game or a setting, and maybe some software that manages the hardware. I don't know. I've never had a Hostess Snowball, so I got a box. Okay. Well, how do you feel about that? Another one of those Fear of Fathom games? You're trying to make Flap Flap get a boner, I see. Dignan, always persistent with the Advance Wars. Don't you have a GeForce Experience? No, I don't think I even have their shit installed. Maybe I should. Do I? Let me see. I have NVIDIA settings. I don't have the GeForce Experience, though. I usually stay away from that stuff just because I don't know exactly what it does. So I don't want it fucking with shit. Although maybe it would properly calibrate my hardware and I'd have less problems. Maybe that's a factor. There you go. Tough hunk of bread. G-Force G-Fuel fuels your computer? That would explain all the crashing then. I've never tried G-Fuel, but I try to stay away from all that stuff for the sugar crashes. I didn't know you could play games without their game-ready driver. I think you can install the driver without installing the experience, though. Isn't the experience like their interface to have you tinker with stuff? I might be mixing up the names on these things, but I don't see that running. Tried Prime at Costco the other day. Stuff was gross. Is that another like energy gamer drink? Is what you need to keep your drivers up to date. Can't you just go to the website? I'm pretty sure that's what I usually do. Go download it from the website. Don't think I like snowballs. I'm not big on them either. I didn't want to bias you, though. It's the KSI Logan Paul drink. Okay, well, that's less reason for me to get it. Experiences bloatware? I thought so. Yeah, it's a bummer too, B. Really wanted it to work. But it's like, am I gonna try it again tomorrow? Like, I could try to fix it, whatever that means. The forums seem pretty unhelpful. You know, I've gone a while without hearing about the Paul brothers. I was kind of hoping society has moved past them. Like, manually update the driver outside, but that's normally what I do. Let me see. Do I have experience? Let me type it in. Experience. No programs coming up. G-Force. I do not have G-Force experience as far as I can tell. Logan wrestles WWE now, and he's fucking good. Last I heard, one of them was boxing and was pretty good. They seem like driven people, regardless of moral character. And when someone's driven like that and a larger person physically, it makes sense they could get good at fighting. So what's that do? Just an extra attack every... Oh, it's 30 seconds. Fuck. I don't know how I feel about that. Do they box up or down, Holybeard? Down, I'm guessing? Box smaller people? I haven't bought Herbalism yet, but I will be doing it. I'll get on that eventually. When I bought skinning, I had to vendor everything just to get my knife. I figured money would come from that. Oh, I want to skin those, but they're camped. Toki, I missed last stream, and my watch streak is ruined. Well, I'm glad you at least came back to get back up on that horse. Well, you didn't stay away in shame. Hey, welcome, Luxury. People at the end of their careers. Yeah, I heard they, I was more interested in Mike Tyson, and they were trying to, one of them was trying to fight Tyson. But I heard that the Paul, whichever Paul brother it was not being receptive to some of the terms. Like, there were videos of him training for it, and I'm not an expert in boxing, but he looked intimidating still. Mike Tyson's a fucking animal. I do have to wonder, though, in some of these cases, like, I guess they sell, but kind of what's the point also? It's like, if Jake wins, it's just going to be, okay, well, you would have never beaten him in his prime. You just beat up an old man, and if he loses, he's fucking embarrassed. It would be pretty good boxing. Nah, he is. From what I understand, they weren't making it worth his while financially because he runs a business now. In order to take the time to effectively step aside and train, he would have to give up on his business for 6 months to prep for it. I think that was his reasoning. So unless they were going to fucking pump up what they were paying out for it, he had no interest. Played some DOS games earlier. It was a Sega game that I think was originally on DOS. Flash something. I want to say Flash Fire. That's definitely not it. It's a cool game. It's not exactly what I was looking for tonight. Flashback. Okay. Having flashbacks all of a sudden. Yeah, flash down? Like breakdown? Hey guys, who you talking about breakdown in here? Look at that GeForce experience, Toki. Wait, I thought you said it was... Someone else said it was bloatware. I thought you said something about presets. Dude, I'll be so mad, though, if I install it and it works, and then tomorrow I try and play it and it crashes. I would fucking lose it. It's like, that is... That and the internet going out. Anything that takes out stream is my biggest frustration. Never download it. I always avoided it, too. Is GeForce Experience. I can't say it's fixed or broken anything. I keep my drivers up to date. I think put Cyberpunk away. It's just like, I want to play. It's a cool game. I want to play it. But maybe we'll find a different RPG. I'm not gonna play Star Controller this week because Foobs has a busy schedule. And I know that's a game he really wants to see. But, I don't know. I could perhaps try one of the older Might and Magics. That might actually be a good time. Is this dude running? Is he running from this thing? It's keeping me in combat, you bastard. Kill it! Shoot her! Shoot her! Ooh, nice. Not that I have use for that. Played a ton of games and never needed experience once. That being said, it does have some options for recording and whatnot. Oh, that's right. Yeah, doesn't it have the rewind thing or whatever? Because I got a guy that always makes videos because after the fact, he's able to hit a button and like within 30 seconds, it'll get a clip for you, kinda, or whatever happened. Something stress-free that won't crash. Oh, like WoW. Got rewind. That's a pretty cool feature. That is cool, because there's a lot of moments in gaming, not gamer moments, but moments in gaming that would be pretty cool to see. Or like, let's say like, I don't know, you're playing a game and you get one shot and you don't know what happened. You can at least go back and watch and see, because that's the best way. That's one of the best things about streaming is when you do something and you think you did it right, but you're actually wrong, and you go back and check and say, oh, fuck. I can see now that had I done this differently, I can conquer this task. As opposed to being like, oh, no, the game just fucked. The input didn't work. Not that I would ever say that. Controller's fault. Game's broken. Holy fuck, they will not drop the cog. Helps if you've got gamer dementia too, which I absolutely do. I might just have regular dementia. Let them bleed. God damn it, with your decaying strength, I don't need this in my life. Anytime something runs away and I shoot it in the back, I feel like I'm some big game hunter hunting the most dangerous of prey. Humans. Oh, would you looky here? Somebody left me a present. It is a Hearthstone card, that's right. Yeah, I don't want to kill him. We got tasks to see too. There's always a part of me that wants to try to get into base Hearthstone, but I always just end up playing Battlegrounds, which are a lot of fun and have no fee associated with them. Battlegrounds is too complex, really? You probably just have to play a few rounds. I mean, it can get really complex, super late game. But you can at least enjoy it before then. There were some builds that were really, really ridiculous, where you would, like, make cards more powerful every time you would sell cards, but you get money back. So you'd, like, go through looking for particular cards, refreshing your tavern, spamming it, so that way you could buy cards to play cards to sell, and, like, you'd have to pump in as much APM as you could. Those were definitely complex and annoying. But I feel like at the entry level, a lot of it is just comparing what card has what value to it, and seeing what build you want to go towards. This sucks. Things are still spawning too fast. I just want to kill some gnomes, sir. Oh, fuck. He took a long path around. I need one more cog. This nightmare quest is nearly complete. Come on, he's gonna run next to the bear. I don't need to fight that bear. I need my cog, and I need to get the hell out. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I guess we can try and do this level 12 quest down here real fast, too. That's a big coggers. Here, let me hit you with a cog. It's done. 8 out of 8. My god, that's a lot of cogs. This is shimmerweed, right? I bet this would be really easy to do now. We do have to cut around to get up to that one. Is that more elderly crag boar in my area? Trying to decide if I want to do shimmer. I guess we could do shimmerweed first and then swing around. Because I think it's got a path up here, then I can drop down to come back around. Beast track? What the fuck is that? Already got my runes here. This shouldn't be another one. Hunter's Vision. Oh, it's supposed to lure you to the cave. Lucky, my area just hot. My area just hot and. Your area has just hot and horny single melts. Well, how fortunate for you. All you have to do is click that link and add your credit card to it. That's pretty easy. You'd have that done in minutes. Seconds, really. Ooh, can we split pool these? Oh my god, we can. Beautiful. And before you know it, Cyberpunk crashes on you. Ah, the Facewind downloaded Magic the Gathering and it gave you a virus. Tell you what, you can't trust him. I have no... Okay, I was going to say, I had no idea how that didn't double pool. I would prefer not to be blasted by this caster.
I can't cast that yet.
That would be pretty ideal. He should reset in a second, and that one's gonna die. No? Can we kill the caster? Good question. No, he's gonna fuck me up. He's gonna fuck me up. I remain hopeful. He's out of mana. He's running in for the melee. He's running for his life. He's done. Let's hope they don't insta-respawn and screw me. Jackpot. Well, it was a healing potion for me. Got 20 light leather in my pocket. I said it the other day, I'll say it again. Like 2009 to 2014 or so, I'd say like 2016, was kind of actually a fucking golden era for music again. There was so many poppy radio songs that were just blasting off. So the quest past 25 you can do? Yes. Could you fuck yourself? Well, you wouldn't really fuck yourself, but you would have to do dungeon grinds or grind mobs. But you could do every single quest and not have any left. Or, if you're big brain, you can get a bunch of them done and then turn them all in when the level cap rises. So be careful. I guess it's really not a big deal. Like, you can just instance grind. Honestly, instance grinding might even be better. Because you know, once the cap raises again, everyone's going to be 25 and it's going to be pandemonium again.
That spell is
It wasn't a respawn, was it? Oh, God. Phantom respawns. Alright, done and done with these. But kind of a cool thing about the 25 cap. So, there are quests that give you level 25 items that exist out there. One of which was this belt I had to go solo level 30 mobs to get. And it is by far best in slot. People out there selling this crafted belt for 20 gold. That is worse than the one you get from this quest. But you got to go on a journey down to 1,000 needles. Which is, for people unfamiliar, you come across here, and you swoop all the way up in here, and then come down over to this corner of the world, where we are up here. So it's quite a ways off. Also, in the process, found that was a pretty awesome spot to mine iron. The tier 3 resources, like iron, heavy leather. I don't know the herb ones. King's blood? Maybe? Anywho, those are hard to get because they're all in 28, 29 areas. That was a pretty solid spot for them. The King's foil.
How are you?
'Tis folly, Palpatine, folly. So I'm thinking we'll grab herbalism and then we can run down. I'll probably do that off stream, but I can run down and do the human quests and pick herbs while I'm doing that. Two light leather. Ooh. How fortunate someone killed him. Oh, God, he spawned. Hold on, hold on. Hold. Oh, God. Nice. Nice. The meats are mine, you coward. You fucking fool. He may murder me, though. Slow his ass and let's go. Hit the jets. That was really unfortunately timed. We'll go quest in the other areas and save the Westfall quests. Westfall... Well, what level are you? I mean, I would recommend it. You're not even on right now, but if you were... it's not a bad idea. Westfall, you can go to at like 12 then, because Westfall kind of sucks before 12. Everything's too high.
Let's get her back.
Hey, ding! You're 10. Yeah, I would definitely recommend switching to one of the other starter areas then. I mean, you can go to Westfall, but it's always a little bit of a struggle, I found. Yo, thank you for the grats. Thank you, thank you. Let's see, I'm 9. I got 1 quest to turn in, that's it? No. No, there's 3 quests to turn in. And then I've got a couple others I can do over here. So I think this will pretty much get me to 10 as well. Oh no, he said I'm 10. Oh no, underage viewer. He's talking about in the game. 10 in the game. That's how we lost Lyra. Oh god, Lyra having the PTSD. I'm 12. You have to be 13. But seriously, you shouldn't type that shit. It is ridiculously obnoxious to get your account back. And by typing that, the bots have a fair chance of auto-banning you. Lyra typed it, and she was gone within 30 seconds. And it took her, what, 3 months to get her account back? You got to send in your driver's license. I'm hoping they've chilled out with that, though. Because there was a streamer who decided to be a piece of shit and make a giveaway where you had to type, I think it was like, I'm 3 or something like that in the chat in order to enter the giveaway. And for some reason, this dude did not get banned, even though hundreds of accounts got banned for entering it. Oh shit, we stuck. That's fucked up. I mean, a bunch of people, it's fucked up because it is kind of taking advantage of people being dumb. Like, in the moment, you're like, ah, it's funny, haha. And then you gotta deal with that shit for God knows how long. You gotta suck off Papa Twitch. You literally have to send them your driver's license. And the problem is they take forever to get back to you. It's not a quick ordeal.
My, you're a tall one.
Back to the drawing board. Well, I guess we tried. They're trying to help out these leaper gnomes who got irradiated. Actually, is there a plant picker over here, I wonder? That's up there with hit Alt F4 to become a mod. It's like next level destruction of that, sure. Alright, where's that flower picker? There's got to be one out here.
How are you?
Professions. Herbalism. Nobody can teach you here. You're gonna have to go to Ironforge, kid. Fuck! Yeah, that's why I'm waiting for it. I'm really surprised. You would think they'd put someone out here to get you started.
What can I do for you?
Hey, there's a chest. I'll take a robe. I'm not above putting on a robe. Put on my robe and wizard hat. Oh, this guy wants me to go into Ironforge anyway. What about... Oh, fuck me. The shimmerweed's over here. You gotta be fucking with me. God damn it. God damn it. Well, we got silver now, and apparently I don't have any bullets.
Off with you.
So we need a general goods vendor. Yeah, unfortunately, the word poop is filtered. So, you know, we had to go with P null null P S null X. I didn't want poop socks anyway. This was the name I wanted. They filtered poop. That's fucked. That's fucked up. Yeah, I mean, there were some other ideas. If we wanted a serious name, Breakdown was a fun, serious name. Because most people would be like, oh, Breakdown. That's, okay, it's a name. It's a word. I can accept that. But around here we would have our inside joke on it. It seemed like it was win-win. But the council decided against it, so here we are, poop socks. Oh yeah, it's Yeti time. It's Yeti time, baby. It's time to skin and win. See, Teen Palpatine, this could be you. You could be at this Yeti cave had you rolled a dwarf, getting free leather as a skinner. Free. Look at it all. They just stack it to the ceiling. What a distraction, but there's so much. I can't just not skin them. Dwarf bridge. I mean, dwarfs are great. There's no two ways about it. They're great. I think people like to grind in this cave. We're pretty much a leather daddy. Amen. Dude's not even looting his shit. Oh, come on. I don't need to come in here. Stop it. I feel like E.T. being lured into the room with Reese's Pieces. There's just dead Yetis. Piece of candy. Ooh, piece of Yeti. Oh, there's more. Come on. I don't want to go any deeper in this cave, but I can't not take it. Are you serious? Look at them all. This is just totally F-R-E-E leather. And this right here is why leather is not worth shit. What's light leather? Light leather, well, I don't know. It's like 8 silver. That's not bad. And they're still killing over here. But they're not looting, the sick fucks. Brother, you can't just do that. You can't leave me hanging with that. Imagine dangling dead Yetis in front of somebody and not taking the loot off of them. No, no one else will take it. See, look, there's more right here. They're not taking them. This dude's dead. Is he gonna win? Oh, that's natural selection right there. The rules of nature. And yes, he did laugh at me. I think he knew. He knew I could have saved him, but I wanted to see if he was strong. You know, it's like when the mother bird forces the baby bird out of the nest to see if it can fly on its own. It can't be there forever. Hope you're feeling better after the run of bad and/or non-functional games. I mean, I could play WoW all day, every day. These games are so easy for me to stream. And it's relaxing, too. Oh, speaking of dirty old hobo, there he is. Cannot believe I forgot to turn this quest in. What a hike and a half. Can't believe I'm playing this game again. I say that every time I subscribe. And then you start to get the itch. And you're like, wow, how did I ever live without it? And then after you quit again, you're just like, why did I fucking get caught up in that? It's a vicious cycle. Fun fact, if you skin a sheep, it gives you a wool cloth and WoW sometimes. Really? I'm trying to think what sheep there are. There's like the non-combat sheep. I wouldn't think they'd be skinnable. Maybe in like New WoW they let you do that? It's a fun nod. Kind of don't care, but I think that's because Europe trip is in 3 months. Yeah, there's something about when you've got like you've got a hard stop on something, Again, I keep calling this light at the end of the tunnel syndrome, where you can see the light, you know at a point you're going to have to stop, but it's not nebulous. There's an actual time where you know, okay, that's it. Like, I know on Wednesday my playtime is drastically going to drop, which is kind of why I veered off from Final Fantasy XI. In fact, it's probably largely why, because to play that game, you have to be able to have a 3-hour chunk every day. So I was like, well, that's not going to be an option for me, so I might as well get my brain out of that idea.
Up with you. Watch, get her back.
All right, and you've got another quest to go back, right? Brewberry something or another. Maybe. 11 is easily the most grindy and committed MMORPG I've played. Oh, shit. I don't even have a Hearthstone up. Bummer. Alright, well, I don't feel like walking back. And we're about at the end of stream time. We can still chat for a minute, though. Maybe just for a minute. Let's log out and switch over to the other character. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's how I feel or not. Like, classic WoW can be very grindy, too. But I think 11's grinds are just a different kind of grind. Like, there would be days on classic WoW where I would spend, 12 hours farming elemental earths to prep for raid for the next couple weeks or something like that. Or like when I'm leveling, you can go forever. But it is I think it's more casual because you can do those things on your own, whereas in 11, like with everything in 11, if I want to do it at this point, I need a group. Unless I want to start leveling new jobs. So that, I think, is what makes it so much more committal versus casual here. And the term casual versus hardcore is what gets brought up. And when I think of casual, I often think of, like, lesser in a way. But really, I think you're right. I think it's just time committal. That's the big thing. Oh, God, people undercut on that big time. 20 silver on these bad boys. Still a little profit. Yeah, we'll post them. Fuck it, I need the money. Stakes are crazy high. Yeah, and I don't think they have to be. I think for some things they should be. But sometimes that gets to be a bit much. Like, if everything is that way, then you don't feel like there's anything you can do on the game unless you're doing that. Like, even some solo stuff. Like, there's one-day respawn mobs that can drop items. In Final Fantasy XI, I'm sure you know that. But it's like, if you start camping something that has a 24-hour respawn time and you've been there for 12 hours, you're so committed at that point, how do you go away from it? Because what if it spawns and you just wasted a day of your life waiting around for it? And not only that, but then other people can tag it too, which is crazy to me. I think that's bad game design. Like, as much as I love crazy shit like that, I think that's just bad game design. I think there's better ways to handle that. And it's an old game, so it's 20 years old. Actually, it's longer than 20 years now in Japan from its original design and release. So it makes sense. They were experimenting with things. I imagine a lot of MMOs really only, or these MMOs really only had EverQuest and Ultima to go off of, which were still just very different from the WoW generation and onward MMOs. Whew. I am out of here, guys. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Thank you all for indulging my shenanigans with some WoW. I'm sorry we couldn't get Cyberpunk going. I really would have liked to have played it. It seems like every time we play Cyberpunk, people show up in force and are really excited about it. So I do want to find a way to make it work. I can feel that the energy is there, that people want to see it. Would be stoked to watch you play. Look at that. Pretty Blaze. Proving my point right there. And plus, Watson just gifted me the expansion, so now I feel obligated. So we'll have to see what I can do about that. But yeah, I'm not sure what the solution is for that yet, but I'll try to look a little into it maybe in these next couple of days. And maybe we'll try and find something a little longer. Not grab baggy for tomorrow. But still maybe something retro. Like, I wouldn't mind a replay of something like Wanderers from Wise. I remember really liking that game, Wise 3. So maybe we'll do something like that, or like, or Faxanandu. Or, I don't know. We'll dig something up. But for now, I'm out of here. Take it easy, guys. Thank you, as always, for being here. I really appreciate it. And until tomorrow.